How are you today? I'm going to talk a bit about how to make your data more secure. If you're using a public cloud, probably your data is less secure than you think. So first of all, a bit of introduction. Oh, okay, a bit of introduction. This is my team. We are 4 geeks who are crazy about security. In 2002, we founded ClaimAV. Probably you know it. Probably is protecting your mailbox as well. It's an open source antivirus used on that protects billions of servers worldwide. In 2007, we were acquired by SourceFire, which later became Cisco. And we have been in the security industry for about 10 years. But then we thought that there was something else to fix in the open source world. And that was cloud storage, open source cloud storage specifically. And that's why we set out to start a Skylable. So we thought, what keeps DevOps and in general system administrators awake at night? It's the need for more storage because you have more images to store, more backups to do, more databases to run. And that means that you need more space, more redundancy because your data is important, and more speed because the greater amount of data you have to store, the faster you need to access it. So what usually happens is that you start building your storage one brick at a time. So you start by buying maybe some storage on a network from some vendor. Then it turns out that it's too small, so you buy a bigger one, and your data center starts looking like a 2-floor bus, which has to grow, but it can grow only up to some limit, right? You don't want to end up with something like that. So you need something that can scale without creating a big mess. So this is what I see in many places I go. They just have many kind of storage put together in a big mix, what I like to call the storage salad. And you don't really know what's going on. I mean, your files may be somewhere else. You don't know where to look when there is a problem. That's something that we want to avoid. And how do you avoid it is with software-defined storage. So software-defined storage is a new paradigm, which is becoming more and more important in the last years. And it means that you can actually describe your storage in terms of code that gets deployed on your servers, on standard virtual machines, and then it's all aggregated together in a single instance. And all you have to do to grow your storage is just provision more instances, more virtual machines, and run this piece of code on those instances so that you get more storage. You can grow your storage in terms of space availability, redundancy, and speed. So how easy it is? It's very easy. At least with Skylable. If you have tried other software-defined storage, maybe your experience was not that great. And with Skylable, we fixed it. We make it easy as possible to create your own storage. It runs on any cloud. I mean, we have support for, we have an Ansible playbook, which you can run against any cloud. And you can even deploy it on Amazon on a multi-region setup. So this is something that you can normally not do with the standard services. But with the Skylable, you can actually have multiple servers, span your storage over multiple servers over multiple regions. So what has Skylable to offer you? It has a RESTful interface, which is also S3 compatible. So it's a drop-in replacement for your S3 needs. It can scale horizontally. We tested it with many hundred terabytes without any problems with hundreds of instances. It gives you the best of 3 worlds because together with S3 protocol, we also built another protocol, which we call SX, S to the power of X, which takes the best of 3 worlds. The S3 interface, so it's still RESTful. It's support incremental transfers, so you only transfer the data that is really missing. You never transfer the same data twice. And it's a bit torrent-like. Now I know that the torrent triggers bad thoughts in your mind because it screams firewall hell, but that's not what it is. It's actually parallelizing multiple HTTP requests over multiple servers. So whenever you upload or download, you are always using all of your nodes in parallel, and that gives you great speed. So how to get started? Well, as I said, we have an Ansible playbook, so you can just clone the Ansible playbook and run these 2 commands, and you get your cluster of any size you want. You just need to set the SX cluster size variable to whatever you want. It can be 3, it can be 30, it can be 300, and you get your scalable storage running on Amazon in this particular example. Of course, you can use the S3 interface, or you can use our protocol through our command line tools, or you can link to our library if you are a good developer. We have an LGPL C library that you can use, or you can also write directly support for our protocol, which is documented on our website. So you can grow your cloud with another playbook, which is called add YAML. And finally, we have a challenge for you. So if you think you can write a recipe for Chef or Puppet to deploy Skylable on Amazon EC Square, you should try. We got a few prizes for you, gift cards, t-shirts marked to the first who finished the task. And of course, you get also the glory and the fact that you contributed to an open source project which is freely available to everyone. So you give back to the community, which is always good. That's all. So if you win, I will be in touch with you. If you don't win and still you want to talk about storage, just give me a shout at the coffee break or on Twitter. I'll be happy to talk to you about storage or whatever. We are hiring, so if you're looking for a job, also ping me about that. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. We have a short, yes, you have a question?